time of trying to do this, so I really hope it works this time. I just spent like so long just trying to figure out how to even like accomplish this technology wise. Never mind actually sitting down and doing it, which I did like halfway twice. Regardless, just let it go. We're just gonna let it go. And the whole purpose of this is I am going to do the hashtag Augustrevelations. And it is a tarot tag done by Empathic Tarot and also put on with Arwen Lynch. So I'm just going to get right into it. There's 11 questions. I went through like all of my decks. So we are going to see if we can get through. If we can get through this time. All right. So the first question was your doppelganger or your twin physically. So what I realized when I was going through my decks was it seems like a lot of the decks that I have are very cartoonish and fairy tale looking. But anyway, well, this was the closest that I could find, and it's from the Morgan Greer, and it is the Queen of Rods. And I just love her stern face and her energy, and I'm actually a Leo too, so it's kind of perfect here. Should I do a firm stern face? Maybe? I don't know. Closest I could find. So then number 2, I knew instantly. Some of these questions I had a hard time with actually figuring out my answer for them. I had to really go through a lot of different cards and stuff. But this one I knew right off the bat whenever I had first seen the original video, which I hope I did link down there. But regardless, my soul twin, so my inner self, which this card is a lot of the reason why I even enjoy this deck so much. This card to me, I had a past life regression, and this card definitely totally encapsulates the whole energy of one of my past lives, and I really feel like that in the inside. And I just love all the earth energy. I love the bare feet. I love the whole planting the pentacle down here. I like how she's just dirty and she's not afraid to work and get dirty, and I love gardening, and I could go on and on. That'd be a totally different video. So then the question number 3 was supposed to be our crush, or which character in the cards we would like go on a date with. And again, we're gonna go back to the Anna K for this one. Fairy tale looking, Prince Charming, typical knight in shining armor. I think he's great with the roses and the softness, and I just love him. I don't know. He just seems like a very likable guy. Like I said, I guess I just realized that just must be what I like is the very cartoonish looking characters. But on to question number 4, which is our spirit guide, or who we'd want to meet and learn from. And this one I went to the World Spirit Tarot, and this is the High Priestess, and I don't know about you guys, but I think she just looks like such a badass. She don't take no shit. She knows what she's doing. Like, I want to know what she's doing. I want to know how to do what she's doing. I want to be there. I don't know. I think it's just a great card, and that was definitely my number 3. Dropping stuff. Alright, so number 5, I hope that's not too loud. The hot water heater just kicked on. But number 5 was a spooky card. So which card we would avoid if we ever seen them walking down the street. Which card creeps us out. I had to pick 2 for this one, but the second one really makes me feel uncomfortable. The first one's just, this is from the Ship of Fools Tarot, and this is the Devil card, and I just have this fear of like pointy beaks pecking my eyeballs out, and that guy just really freaks me out. Like, give me a goat on a Devil card all day, that's fine, that's great, I love it. This guy, he even has like talons going on. I don't even know what's going on with that right there. But yeah, he freaks me out. That's like more horror film type stuff. But then the second card I picked for spooky isn't really, I guess, what you would think of as spooky, like that was as in like a monster. But I think this is a worse kind of monster. This is also from the Anna Kay. This is the Five of Swords, and this guy, he just looks ruthless. He looks brutal. Like these people over here, I don't know. Like I said, this card just definitely makes me feel a little uneasy. Don't like it too much. He freaks me out with his stern face and his angry and his posture and the fire going on. Okay, we won't make you guys look at him any longer now. Because to bring it up from the spooky cards, number 6 was the funny card. So which card do we laugh when we see it in a reading or anytime we look at it? And I knew instantly. I mean, the deck that this card is from is kind of silly. It's from Tarot the Absurd, and it's the Devil card. But he just looks so silly, and he's having a little too much fun with himself, if you can see what I'm saying there. And I could definitely see, like, that's like a perfect representation to me of the whole, like, you're being chained, but he's only chained to himself and his pleasure. And that's all he can think about right now. Obviously, he's very busy. Anyhow. The other card that I have that makes me laugh every time is from the World Spirit Tarot, and this is the first edition, so the Sun card on this was switched in the second, and I think it's because it looks straight up like Bobby Hill, and it just cracks me up. And I love King of the Hill, but that's all I can see with his little face. Like, it is a beautiful card, and I love it. I'm not trying to make fun of it, because obviously I love this deck, but it just brings a smile to my face. That's all I think of when I see that is, oh, Bobby. Yeah, just get a good look at that and tell me it doesn't, right? Come on. Alright, so number 7, number 7 probably took me the longest to come up with, other than the 11th question, but this question was to find 2 cards, or I guess it could have been 1 card, I don't know. I did 2 cards to represent the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and I don't really like to put the feminine and masculine energies in boxes of physical appearance and stuff. I think that all the gods and all the goddesses are relevant, and that God is in everything. But if I was gonna pick 2 of the cards from my decks, this is what I came up with. I picked from the World Spirit Tarot again. And this is the universe, and I think she definitely, to me, represents all the goddesses that were ever worshipped. And then we have from we'll cover, because see, we got 2 people, but I'm not counting her. We got the Hierophant from the Tarot of the Absurd, and I'm seeing him as a depiction of all of the horned gods, all of the male energy, and all of the fertility of them both, and how we need them both to have the fertility. And it has to be in balance, and I just think that these 2 cards in their own ways, even though they are very different when you just look at them, to me, that's what I came up with the just based on the imagery alone, obviously. But not to spend too much time on the card that I had the most trouble with, because I'll just start stuttering, and I'm really hoping that this is even gonna work. So okay, so number 8, we're on number 8, and this was who would you want to be friends with, is the friendship card. And I went for the Fountain Tarot on this, and this is the 9 of Cups, and I totally just want to chill with this guy, because he looks so fun. He looks like he's having a good time. Like, he just looks like a happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, he's like, I just love doing all this. Like, this is so great. I love what's going on right now. Everybody just come over and sit with me. Like, be my friend. He just looks so cheerful. He's just so cheerful. Like, I don't know. It's just great. I don't know. That's definitely who I would want to be friends with out of all of them. And okay, so then that was number 8. So now we're on number 9. And what is going on with this? So number 9 was compassion. So who would you help without hesitation? And this one, I used the same card as I used for the spooky card, because, which to be honest, why I had a hard time with this, because I was looking through so many cards, feeling like, oh, I could help them, and then it came to, in my mind, even though they're just images, it came to, in my mind, who would need my help the most, and who could I actually accomplish the help, not just try to help and nothing come from it. Not that I know if I could even really help them, but the ones that I thought that needed my help the most, I guess, would be these two, because it just makes me sad when you see them sitting in the corner under this big menacing guy. And yeah, that's definitely who I would help. I mean, I already kind of talked about like how this guy makes me so uncomfortable in this card, and I think that's why, because the compassion part of it right here. And I think that's why it was, like I said, I had such a hard time with that question. But yeah, I like how so now we're on to number 10, and it's home. So I like how it seems like the question you get like down and then up. It's like you get the bad news, so then we'll go to the good news next. So we'll go to the home question, and it was to make a scene with the cards to show your perfect home. So I picked 3 cards for this because honestly, I love my home. I think I have a great home, so I kind of went with an image of what I feel like it is now, what I want to do to sustain it, and what I hope for in the end. Because right now I love my life right now. It's great. But anyway, so this is what I feel like my life is right now. So me and my husband, even though we don't have a little girl, we have a little boy, but regardless, and just so many cups, and it just seemed like there was a couple other cards, but even just physically wise, I was like, yeah, this one made me think of me and my family in my house, and we in our triangle family, and they just look so nice, and I feel like that's what I feel like my family would look like if it was in Tarot of the Absurd. And then to sustain it, I again reach for the fountain, and I think because, like I said, we have a triangle family, so it's me, my husband, and my son. So there's 3 of us, and to sustain this, I would definitely want to bring in the energy of the 3 of cups. The 3 of coins in this deck, and just the holding it up, and everybody coming together, and we're working on everything, and we're all being cooperative, and that's part of my perfect home, is the sustaining it. You can have something for a minute, but if you stop working on it, or if you give up, then it goes away. So I just definitely see, the holding up. And I know this is coins and you can think of money, but the holding up of the family in relation to this. And everybody coming together and supporting each other. And then for the 3rd card that I picked for my home, my perfect home, this is, like I said, what I would hope for in the end, doing the sustaining, because I love what we have now. And this is the Lovers card from the Anna Kay, and it's just a sweet old couple, and they're embracing, and that's what I hope for one day for my life, that I make it to that point. Me and my husband, we can still sit together and embrace each other even when the years passed, and you still see there's still the flowers and the growth, and I feel like Like, they still got it. They still care. You can tell in the emotions in their faces. They love. And that's what I want. I want to love now and love then. But anyhow, before it gets too smushy, we'll go with number 11. So this is your message. So it says, if you could spread your message through one card, what would it be? So this one I also had a very hard time with, because I had to think of what my message to the world would be. Like, how often do you think about that, you know? So I kind of went back and forth on this, just about my outlook on everything and what card could I put that idea into. So I did choose 2 for this one. And I don't know, it might sound a little cliche or corny or whatever. But anyway, so we're just gonna go for it, right? Come on, get with it, right? All right, so for the first one, I went to my little mini Thoth, and I went with the Magus because he doesn't care. He's unique. He's himself. He knows he has all the tools. And I think that all of us have all the tools to do what we need to do. Sometimes we might not be able to see it, or we might be afraid to look silly. But look at him. He's not afraid. He knows. He's just throwing them around. We all have the potential of anything that we want to do, if you put your mind to it. People have done it and done it again. And I just think there's so much possibilities and so many ways in and out of this card that just shows us that, you know, like I said, we have it in us. We have the spark of life. We have all the tools we need. It's here on Earth. And then I also went with the Anna Kay. And we got the Wheel of Fortune here. And I just love how there is the figure here that's turning the wheel, but it's so faint. So maybe some of them might see her and some of them don't. And for some people, if they don't, that's fine. Because they're going to come back around and they're going to get back. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way here. They're going to come back around. They're going to get back on. And we all have the ability to get back on this wheel even when we do fall off. So I think that was really like what I feel like everybody needs to remember in life, that if you do fall off, you can stay true to yourself and pull yourself up. And sometimes people just don't see this guiding hand. And some of us do. And I feel like the ones that don't see it, then they might see it the next time. And as long as we get back on that wheel, everything's going to keep spinning. Everything's going to keep working. We're going to be watched. Not in a creepy way. Maybe that came off kind of not as nice sounding as I wanted it to. But I think these are both beautiful cards. And really speaks to that being true to yourself and to get back on the horse if stuff goes off track, and to trust yourself. Be yourself. Don't let anybody change you. Even if you look as silly as the Magus. But on that, I am going to end this, and I really hope that I didn't just record all this and it's not going to upload to YouTube. Oh God. But if it does, if anybody actually watched this, then thank you very much. If this works, then I officially figured out how to get back on and try to do this. I even got a little spot now, so I really hope this works. Yeah, I just really hope it works. And if anybody made it this long with me, thank you very much. And hopefully I will be back to do a couple more videos. I have one that I've been really wanting to do for a while because it's something that I was looking for and I didn't find it, so I want to put it out there for other people, just a deck comparison. And yeah, I just wanted to get on here, and maybe I'll do some more tags and stuff if this actually works. And as long as the audio and the video and everything comes together, then I will be back. So since this hashtag is also backed by Arwen. I'm going to do a tribute to her and tell you all to seek joy also. And you should go over and check out Arwen's page because I love her. She's seek joy. I mean, she's just seek joy. I don't know. I love her. And also Empathic Tarot. Like I said earlier, I think I put the link down there. I hope it actually worked. But yeah, if anybody actually watched this or liked it or would like me to do other video, then totally feel free to leave a comment. If not, it's cool. I'm sure most people probably clicked off here like 15 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this and then hopefully I will see you next time. Enjoy!